Hey, what's up, adventurers? Today we're exploring an old ghost town located on the outskirts of a small town in the Midwest. The cattle industry sustained the early settlers. The summer of 1880, the Chicago-Burlington Railroad laid a track passing through this stretch of land, which you can see in the background there. The Burlington Railroad then built a water pipeline to supply its needs as well as the residents, thus saving the town. And if you haven't done so already, would you please consider clicking like, share with all your friends, and please subscribe. We couldn't do it without you, and we really need your help to help our channel grow. And there's the Burlington Railroad in the background there. So let's take a look at this first cabin here. Just a one-room settler's cabin. The door is locked so we can't get inside, but let's just look around. See what we can see. We've got one small window here. Got an old bed inside, but it does look like it is just big enough for a man. A table, a cook stove. And here's the next cabin. It's located behind the one we were just looking in. Let's see if we can see on the inside without getting too much reflection. It looks like there's some old school desks and a piano in there. Maybe it was used for a school or just storage later on. And over here there's an old lamp on a table. Looks like an old gas lamp. That says the Rankin cabin. I wish it was a little clearer. That's pretty neat there. There's a glimpse of the train back there. Well, this cabin looks to be in disrepair. Needs a little work. Barely holding on. That roof is falling in. Just a little more of the town. This neat boardwalk here. And then this cabin we just saw. We'll go over here and look at these next. A lot of these are locked, so we just can't get inside, and there's no one here today to show us around. And there's this side of this cabin that has seen better days. There's a lot of debris on the floor. It's open, but they don't want you in it. And this is the Corral. It is said for $1 a night a cowboy could house his horse, or they could feast on hay. The cost to tie your horse up outside the corral was 50 cents. There's the railroad again. A lot of this stuff sitting around, I just don't know what it is, but you know what to do. Leave a comment below if you know what it is. Just a whole lot to cover here today. And this is the blacksmith shop with a lot of equipment outside that he may have worked on. I wish you could see what it says up there, but it does say blacksmith shop. A lot of old furniture sitting outside on the boardwalk. Smaller door there. And this small building is the House of Ill Repute. I guess you just wouldn't need too much room for what was going on in there. No windows, just one door on the back with a small boardwalk. And this was the firehouse. This is the back of the firehouse. The jail. And ironically, it's the only building we found. But the door was unlocked, so let's go in and have a look. Well, we've got an old potbelly stove there. It looks to be a 2-cell jail. Used for storage now. And a small window in each cell, I suppose to pass food through. Just a couple of mugs up there now. There's that old potbelly stove. Some kind of shelving unit there. Windows still intact, but much of the plaster has fallen off the walls. And those cells sure don't look very big. How could a man possibly stretch out and get a good night's rest in there? And there is an old sod house on the location we'll take a look at next. And it does have a lock on the door as well. Got to get a closer look at the window without too much reflection, but there are some old artifacts in there. And the front door. Old sod shanty. And then we have another row of cabins here. Just real neat with all the boardwalks and everything. When the 2-lane highway came through connecting the towns on either side, the residents moved about a mile down away from the railroad tracks so they could be closer to the highway. Although all these buildings are authentic, most are not the originals that were on this property. Local ranchers donated these original homesteads, and they were carefully moved here. There is also an ice cream parlor as well as a museum on location. Sadly, both were closed on the day we visited. And sometime in the 1990s, the local school teacher as well as a lot of his students painstakingly built this sod shanty. And that's all for today, adventurers. Thanks for joining us.